Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're going to be digging into the higher certificate in web and user interface design practice from Boston City campus.
Yeah, this is a really interesting one.
It is. Our mission really is to unpack what this qualification is, why it's so relevant right now, and what kind of doors it actually opens.
Right.
So let's start there. At its heart, this is about turning that creative impulse into a real technical skill set. You're learning how to build digital spaces, websites, apps that don't just look good, but are actually, intuitive to use.
Exactly. We're talking about UI, the user interface,
Yeah.
what you see, and UX, the user experience, which is all about how it feels to navigate that space.
And it's a foundational qualification, right? A level 5. What does that mean for someone just leaving school?
It means it's a perfect starting point.
Hmm?
It's registered on the NQF. It carries at least 140 credits, so it's a serious academic step. It's really designed for, say, matriculants who are into art or creative thinking, but also for professionals who look around and realize they need to upskill urgently.
Okay, so it gives you a real differentiator in the job market. What kind of roles are we talking about specifically?
Well, it gives you that theoretical and practical foundation for immediate entry-level jobs. Think about it. The industry is crying out for people who speak both languages, design and code.
So you can actually talk to the developers.
You can do more than talk to them. You can be one of them, but with a designer's eye. You're looking at roles like junior web designer, junior UI designer, and even junior user experience researcher.
And that demand is growing, I take it.
It's expanding like you wouldn't believe.
So that brings us to the why now question. We hear phrases like digital storytelling, but the program coordinator says design is now about how people interact and feel. What does that shift actually look like?
It means the game has changed. It's not just about aesthetics anymore. The brief isn't make it pretty.
Right.
The brief is make it work, make it clear, make it usable, make it have an impact. You learn to design for clarity, not just for flash. This means getting to grips with user experience maps, flow diagrams, and crucially, personas.
That sounds incredibly hands-on. But you're learning so many different platforms. Figma, Photoshop, WordPress, plus coding languages like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Is there a risk of becoming a jack of all trades?
That's a great question. And the program is smart about that. It's not just teaching you software in isolation, it's teaching you the synergy between them.
How they work together.
Exactly. You're learning the psychology behind typography and color alongside the basic code and SEO needed to actually build the thing you've designed. That combination is what makes you a market-ready designer.
And Boston makes sure they're using the real deal, the same tools you'd find in a studio.
Oh, absolutely. Figma, WordPress,
Yeah.
you're using professional tools from day one. And that's before we even touch on the flexibility.
Because it's an online program.
It's delivered online, so you control the when and where. You can study full-time or part-time. And this also tackles a big misconception, that this is only a stepping stone to a degree. It can be, for sure. But it's also designed to give you skills for an entry-level creative media job right now, even if you don't yet qualify for a diploma or bachelor's.
And that flexibility has support, right? It's not just you and your laptop.
Not at all. There are 50 support centers across South Africa if you need that face-to-face help. Plus, they've made the financial side more accessible.
How so?
Textbooks are included. That alone saves you thousands. And Boston subsidizes the third of the higher certificate fees. It's a huge help.
So you have a clear outcome at the end of it.
A very clear outcome. You leave with a demonstrable understanding of branding, of web publishing. You can walk into a job and solve actual design problems from day one.
And it's all fully accredited, of course.
Of course, it's on the NQF, accredited by the Council on Higher Education, registered with DHET, and it even has international recognition from the British Accreditation Council.
That's a big deal.
It is. Ultimately, you learn not just to follow a brief, but to think critically about why a design works or doesn't work for the person using it.
So here's a final thought for you to mull over. The program teaches you about the persona, creating a profile of your ideal user. Consider this. Mastering that one concept, that deep focus on a specific person, is probably the single biggest thing that moves a design from just being pretty to being genuinely powerful in today's world. It's all about the user.